All right. What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Armon, and we're back with another video. We got a lot to get into. It's been a lot going on social media. It's been a minute since I came on here, child. I've been not feeling that well. Child, I went out to this party, and I think I got a little cold from this Everyday People Day party. I'm like, oh my God. My head and my throat has been tearing me up all day. So pray for me because I'm going on vacation next week. But anyway, I want to talk about Cardi B, and we're just gonna have an honest conversation, right? Because Cardi B was back into it with her fans earlier today. She announced that she's going to be pushing her album back, or there's going to be no album, and it was trending. And then she had to get her friends, Ken Barbie, involved, and he went on live, and it was a whole lot of things going on. Then she slowly trying to whack me, which we'll address. Her whacking me, or whatever y'all thought that was. And so, yeah, child, it was just an interesting day. So what I want to get into is just talk about it. So Cardi B posted that, she had 4 songs on Spotify's streams, like four songs with 1 billion streams on it. First of all, clap that up, because that is, congratulations are in. There's certain artists that will never see that. Majority of artists will never see this type of accolade, this type of accomplishment. So you should be celebrated on that. That is something to be excited about. And shout out to her. You know what I mean? She's worked hard at that, and she's got those records. She's got those accolades. So we don't want to, diminish that. We want to celebrate that. Now, she was upset because a lot of her fans, were upset with that. And they were like, where's the album? Where's the album? They didn't really care about this. They didn't care about it. They cared more about the music, because a lot of them thought that she was going to make an announcement during the Met Gala. That didn't happen. Some people say it was due to, the outfit kind of being a fail. So she wasn't excited about it, allegedly. And so she decided not to put out the release date because she, wasn't feeling it. I don't know. I don't care. I don't know if that's true or not. It is what it is. That's what the streets are saying, speculation-wise, right? So we didn't get no album release date. So then she gets mad and starts calling them the worst fan base ever. She says, she hates them. She, doing the same Cardi B thing. Then she says she's just going to put these features out, and she's going to focus on her, focus on enjoying her summer. There's no album date. Now, her friend Ken Barbie gets online to say Cardi B is lying. They have a date. People from her team were saying that the date is coming. Cardi B is just upset now. I do believe that she has a date. I do believe that the album could come out this year. I do believe that she's upset and says that. But I also do believe, get over it. You're no victim. So what ended up happening today is she went off, calling her fans terrible, going off on them because they wanted music. Now, 2 things can be true. The fans can get a little rude, ruthless, and inconsistent and nasty, where you have to curse them out and check them. But another part of this is true too. Cardi B, you've gotten way too, I get it, the money, the fame, the celebrity, all of that. You've gotten lost somewhere. First of all, you're not happy. Your friend is up there talking for you. Clearly, you're not happy enough. She was posting like she was happy just a few weeks ago. This woman has not been happy in a very long time. And obviously, the people around you are not making you happy. And, you're trying to blame social media and the fans because they want music. And then you got your friend up here sitting up there making excuses for why you're not putting out music. Oh, everything she does, people don't like it. They always have something negative to say. They this, that. No, girl, that's a bunch of BS. People are going to talk. People talk about every single person. People talk about Beyonce, Nicki, whoever, Michael Jackson, some of the greatest entertainers of all time. They've got picked apart every time they've done something. You are no different. Cardi B is no victim. She is no soft little girl that is above reproach and ridicule. Her brand is social media. People came to her knowing her for her loud mouth and her social media commentary, antics, and things like that. So, and when she wants to get back into the algorithm, she knows how to do it. She jumps into the algorithm on a social media rant, whether it's a breakdown, whether it's going off on somebody. She knows how to get back in there. So to act as if you were just so hurt and frustrated because people on social media are always going to have something to say about you regardless, it's a bunch of BS. It's a crack of bull, and you want people to be talking about you, good or bad, because that helps your business. Whenever it's too quiet for her, somebody does something crazy, then all of a sudden we're talking about her again. So at the end of the day, that's a bunch of BS, and I don't really rock with that. Okay, the fans want music. You came into this game, people supported you. You did some great numbers musically. You came in the game selling cookies. People loved your cookies. Then you decided, hey, I want to start selling candy, whip shots, Reeboks, this, that, and the third. Okay, cool. We love you. We're going to buy your candy too. It tastes good, but I like the cookies better, and that's what I came for. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years go by, and all we getting is candy. Where the hell is the cookies that I signed up for? You keep giving me different variations of sweets here and there, but I want those cookies. That's what got me hooked in. If you don't ever give your people the cookies, guess what? They're not going to give a damn about the candies you selling. And so that's what's happening with her fans. They love the pictures of her family. They love the accolades. They love the billion streams. They love the spaces. They love the whip shots. But they're getting tired of loving that because they love your music. But you take the music away, they don't care about that stuff. They don't want those whip shots. They only like the whip shots because they feel like more music is coming. You get it? They'll support anything you do as long as you let them know or make them feel like they're going to get what they came for. And I think people are feeling like they're not going to actually get any more of what they originally came for, but you're trying to shove this other stuff in front of them like, hey, well, we don't do this anymore, but we do this. And they're like, no, I don't want that. Like, I've done this enough for you, and I like it, but that's not why I'm here. And the fans are getting frustrated, and they have the right to get frustrated. They have the right to be frustrated. And I just think that it's a bit crazy for her to start cursing them out. People that have pretty much made you who you are. They bought into your whip shots. They bought into your brands. They bought into your personality. They're streaming your music, and you talk to them crazy as if what goes up doesn't come down. As if at the end of the day must end. As if you're going to be hot tomorrow and forever. That is not true. Then they were on the spaces talking as if, people should be, talking to Cardi, making her feel good as if she's at a point where, she's not like, at some point she thinks not giving them music is punishing them. You have to understand, yeah, this is cute, it's fun, it's Stan War, whatever, we have a good time. But baby, ultimately, if you don't ever drop an album, we really don't give a damn. Like, that's fun, but ultimately, you dropping an album benefits you. That's your pocket. Those are your contractual fulfillments, things that you have to fulfill. There will be another girl that comes. There will be another artist we can follow. It was nice to support you, but if you're not going to put up, we can take our money elsewhere, and we will. You get what I'm saying? So you're not punishing the people by not dropping any more music. Ultimately, that falls on you. Now, some of these people can be dumb and think, oh my gosh, she's punishing us. Maybe those are children. But in the real world, that doesn't hurt the consumer that bad. You're the artist. You want people to consume your music, consume your stuff. If you don't put out content, people will move on, period. So ain't nobody sitting up here scared. Like, if you don't drop no album, that don't ruin my day. You get what I'm saying? So there's that. Also, I think that people need to get to a point where, because I think she said on the spaces that, she's talked about and she ain't losing momentum. Well, Cardi B has definitely lost momentum. She has definitely lost momentum. It's not 2018 anymore. It's not even 2020 anymore. Yes, enough. I like that record. I think the record was great. I like the visual. I like that she didn't do too much, but she has lost momentum. The demand is not there for her, that much anymore. I feel like in Stan Twitter, Stan culture, people are talking about it, but people, if Cardi drops, she drops. If she don't, Cardi B has literally went on interviews and people are telling her she don't even have to drop another album. Cardi B went on the Breakfast Club and they were like, you don't have to drop if you don't want to. No one cares if you drop. For real, for real. I was just listening to another Spaces. One of the fans was saying, I don't care if she drops music. I just like her for her. That's an influencer. So she does have a way out. And I'm saying that the momentum for her to really, really drop music like that, everybody is not just sitting at the edge of their seat, waiting for Cardi B to drop. Now, there's a few of us are, you know, I'm one of them because I want to hear the music. I like the rapper. I don't care for the influencer personality part. Think that that's cool, but I only like that because I like the rapper. So I want to hear the songs, you know? Even enough. One of those my favorite songs, like lately, Cardi B has no replay value. It's nothing, there's nothing exciting about, you know, any Cardi B songs. Hell, we're playing JT and Sexy Red. And Glorilla at this point, and Ice Spice somehow still get thrown in the mix. You know what I mean? But Cardi B, you can go without her 2 songs. Now, she may not like to hear that, but that is the truth. And the people around her are just telling her like, oh, these are haters. This is not a hater. This is real life. Just because you don't like something does not mean that you're a hater. I'm not being a hater. Now, I'll tell you what being a hater is. Being a hater is her friend sitting on live and admitting that, you know, they feel some type of way that the fans, Cardi B's fans, go out of their way to support other females or other artists, big or small, and then try to throw it in Cardi B's face. And then when we talked about it, try to make it seem like we were tripping. So I'm not going to twist anybody's words around. I'm going to play the audio for you just to let you guys know, like, girl, she's feeling the heat just like everybody else.
I maintain that. But fuck it, I'm gonna just say it. A lot of times VG will be like gassing up the smallest thing or even the biggest thing sometimes from other people before they would even celebrate Cardi. Like, I've seen accounts that are supposed to be Barty gang that will go full force trying to support others or big up what others are doing and use that to shade Cardi or to make it seem like she's not doing enough and so forth. So it's just like, what are you really like here for? Yeah, we're not at the point of the album just yet, but it's clearly coming. And when you really look at it, out of the rap girlies, where we at in May? Who has dropped the album?
So that was what was said. That wasn't no reword. And I dare somebody to say that was cropped, edited. Play with me. Play with your wig. Don't play with me. Okay, that was what was said from beginning. I let an intro in. I let an outro. That was what was said. That was the context. Okay, what that tells me is this: Cardi B and her friend. Because when you're talking to him, when you're hearing him talk, you're talking to Cardi B. They've already had this conversation, and now he's relaying it. Okay, so this is all things that they've talked about, whether he brought it to her attention or she brought it to his attention. They feel as though that the fans are supporting other people. I don't know who those other people are, but I doubt it being Nicki Minaj or Ice Spice. So to me, it feels like a Sexy Red. I mean, it feels like a Glorilla. It feels like Megan Thee Stallion. It feels like anybody else, Lotto, over there, that's Doja Cat, that seemingly is attached to Cardi B in a cool, cordial space, that her fans are over there supporting them and not supporting Cardi B's accomplishments. The problem is, Cardi B, you're not dropping consistently enough. And I know she says she's dropped these extra records. She dropped the freestyle. She dropped enough, but that's not enough. People want an album date, and that's what your fans want. All these other women, whether they have done numbers or not, because then Cardi B also went on live and she started talking about your faves are always dropping, but that whose numbers? It was shade. Who's sticking? Whose numbers are? Who's doing 4 million streams? Who's going top 10? So she was throwing shots I'm not gonna play it because she was doing a lot of cursing. But in essence, she was like, she was pretty much saying the same thing y'all he was saying. Like, y'all supporting these people, these are your faves. These people are doing all this dropping music because what Kim Barbie was saying was basically Cardi B fans go and highlight and celebrate all these other girls and then try to use it and throw it in Cardi B face. Like, let's just say Megan Thee Stallion. Look at Megan Thee Stallion. She's on tour. She's doing this. Cardi B, you don't have a tour. Oh, look at Megan Thee Stallion. Or look at Lotto. She dropped 3 records. Cardi B, you haven't dropped. Like that. And so Cardi B goes and say, well, you got these girls dropping. Why they not charting? Why they numbers? But she not putting a name on it. So they're paying attention. They're watching these other girls. And they're feeling the heat. And they're talking about it. And a good indicator of how they feel about girls, you just watch how Kim Barbie posts. If he likes her, if him and Cardi B like her, they'll post good about her. They don't like her, he'll be shading her. That's just how it goes. Or he won't post her. Okay? So that's a little tidbit. So my thing is this, even when we get into, girls. This is why I say she's no different than Nicki Minaj. I don't want you posting these girls. Y'all can't be liking these girls and not supporting me. I get it. But Cardi B, the difference is you're not putting up enough content for people to support. You're not giving them enough content that they want. You're giving them content that feels right for you, which is fair. But if you want to know why the fans are upset, because it's been 7 years and they haven't got a second album. And you're one of the biggest female rappers in the world right now. And you wonder why people are upset. That is why they're upset. They didn't come for you for whip shots. They came to you for music. And they're not getting that. They're getting more whip shots than music. They're getting more endorsements and brand deals from it. And I get it from a business standpoint. But at the same time, you can't get upset when the fans are like giving up or throwing in the towel. And then you want to then you want to sit up here and drag them. So for me, I just think that Cardi B, she says she's not scared. I feel like she has the album. Drop it. I think she should drop it. She said she'll drop it this year. It'll be interesting to see. Then she also said she wasn't dropping it. The fans say it's going to get dropped. I don't know. Now, in other news, they got upset with me because, I said, child, it seemed like what the people are saying that, she did this to distract away from Megan Thee Stallion's tour starting today and her merch. I didn't say that. Someone hit me up and was like, this, Cardi B is doing a rant, but whenever she does these rants, you should look around and see what's happening. I said, what's happening? They were like, oh, Megan Thee Stallion's got her thing going on. I personally don't care because Megan Thee Stallion does it to her all the time. But maybe that's the people with the streets was talking. So then she tries to whack me. And my thing is, girl, leave me out of it and let me do my job. Because, baby, doing a wacky match, I don't want to do a wacky match with you. I love Cardi B. But I'm not going to let you whack me and pay it. So if you whack me again, girl, I'm going to whack you back. It's no shade. And I'm not going with no wacky wig. I'm not doing none of that. It's whack for whack. So if we get into that space, then let's whack. But girl, if not, then let's pay it. You feel me? So my thing is this. I just think that she needs to appreciate her stance a little bit better. Appreciate her celebrity, appreciate her star, because one day it won't be here. Appreciate people thirsting for you. And also, people give the girl grace. But at the same time, I understand it's been years upon years upon years. If you're a true artist, you're a true rapper, a true entertainer, you're supposed to perform. Then she was saying, well, she don't know if this industry is for her. Maybe it's not. If you're asking me, I don't think Cardi B loves music. I think it worked. I think she loves money, business, fashion. And that's okay. But she needs to be honest with herself and say, why am I not happy? Well, you don't love this anymore. That's why you're not happy. And you have people around you babying you and letting you crash out on them, talk to them crazy. And because of who you are, they walk on eggshells and they let you talk to them like they're a fool. Because either they're getting paid or they want proximity towards you. And you're a meal ticket to some. So it is what it is. So you got to find people that genuinely care about you, that's going to allow you to be open and honest. And you have to understand, just because you're rich and you're famous and you're successful, you are not always right. I don't know. Those are my thoughts. So I think her album will do well. I'm here for it. But I think she has to be real with herself and say, is this something that you even want to do? Because you always find an out. There's always an out. There's always a reason to be like, I'm not doing it no more. You know what I mean? And one day you're going to do that and you're going to look up and no one's going to care. And that's going to be the real gag. So hopefully, you're at the point where you don't care anymore either because you done saved all your money. And good luck. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below, all right? I got to get out of here, child. I got a headache. We'll talk some more later. But I love you all. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Peace out.